What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap, baby. As the Lakers defeat the Minnesota Puppies, what was it, 112 to 104, I think. But excellent game in the fourth quarter, man. Again, there's levels to this. The Lakers continue to take off late in games, putting the lesser team behind them. And my goodness, man, LeBron James MVP once more, MVP performance again at his age out here just schooling these puppies, man. The Timberwolves turn them into puppies. By the way, shout out to the first overall pick. He killed it tonight. Anthony Edwards, he looked phenomenal. I know he hasn't been having the greatest of seasons. He's still averaging 14 points per game. That kid has a ton of potential. But LeBron James, again, 30 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Dennis Schroeder was a major contributor this game. He had a very efficient 24 points and 4 steals. And Montrezl Harrell off the bench was 17 and 6, man. Continues to just kill it. Now, here's my thing. The Lakers are a 1 or 2 quarter team. That means that we're so superior to the rest of the league that, well, not the rest of the league, but most teams on any given night, that we're able to take off a whole half and then show up in the second half or even the last quarter and just win a game. That's what they did again tonight. It continues, man. And, it is a little bit frustrating because we get off to these slow starts. We allow the teams to hang in there. And as a result, they're dangerous down the stretch of games. I mean, Edwards almost brought him back all the way. There were a couple of missed layups from tying the game. And in reality, that's frustrating to watch as a Laker fan. But I kind of gotten used to this, man. They continue to execute games off, down the stretch. And I thought, like I said, those 3 players and the bench as well, Alex Caruso with his defense and playmaking and shot-making abilities. And Kuz's defense was great as well. Who else am I missing? I know a clutch shot by Wesley Matthews. Again, this team is so deep. Every given night, somebody else is going to step up. Now, on Twitter, the homie was saying, so frustrating how every night a no-name player comes in and kills us. It's like James McLaughlin or something like that. He came in and did his thing, so credit to him for that. But it's because the Lakers have a huge target on their back, man. Every night there's a different player stepping up, and you absolutely have to appreciate the fact that the Lakers are able to weather those storms. Every night they come out here and tonight it was McLaughlin. Other nights it's been different. Campazzo for the Nuggets. Like every night is somebody different. Hey, what's up, Davon? So we got to make sure that we just weather the storm, man. Weather the storm. And that's what the Lakers have done this season. They found ways to win regardless of whoever is killing on the opposite team for the most part. But yeah, we continue with these slow starts. I blame that on Marc Gasol. Not entirely. Sometimes we get sloppy with the turnovers. Dennis has a few early ones. LeBron had a few early ones. We're one of those teams that are slower to get out the gate. But once we do, it's really hard to stop that freight train that is the Lakers, especially led by the MVP, hands down, LeBron James. He said, Dan, typical Lakers taking a half and then turning it on. He said, I've seen this all my Lakers life. I don't know, man. Last year's team wasn't like this, Last year's team wasn't like this. We might have had a slow first quarter, but a whole half, man, that's crazy. He said, Dan, Markieff can't rebound, and he played good, but, man, it's annoying. Markieff hit some huge shots. That's somebody I forgot to mention. Markieff Morris, if he could play like that consistently, knocking down big shots, that's an asset for sure. That's definitely an asset that can be beneficial to this Laker team. We need as many of them that can knock down shots, He said, been a fans since Zoe came to the league. Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. He said, DTLF, too many turnovers in the first quarter. We need to change that. Yeah, again, slow start. I feel like since we don't practice, we kind of learn on the fly. But that just kind of shows how great this team is, how deep this team is. Without AD, and I also thought we did a good defensive job on Karl Towns. I didn't exactly see how many points he ended up with, but he didn't kill us per se. Now the number 1 overall pick, that's a different story. But as far as Karl Towns, yeah, we definitely did a good job on him. Hey, my boy David Tran, thank you so much, brother. He said, Griffin, Drummond, or somebody else, what is the most likely outcome you see when it comes to picking up another player? Man, the Lakers are very unpredictable when it comes to picking up players. Like, for example, last year, we didn't know that we were going to pick up Markieff. A lot of people wanted Marquise, and they were even willing. Some people were even willing to give up Kuzma. I was like, no, let's just wait and get somebody in the buyout market. And that's what Rob Pelinka did. But nobody saw the Markieff Morris addition coming. So it could be somebody off the radar. Like I would love for it to be, either Drummond or Griffin, but I have a feeling it's going to be somebody we don't expect. It could be Robin or somebody like that, Robin Lopez. It could be anybody. But I'm curious. I am curious, brother. I don't have an answer for you. However, if I had to take a wild guess, it's going to end up being somebody we don't even expect. Watch. But I would love for it to be either one of those two, especially Drummond that you mentioned, bro. That would be ideal. And again, thank you so much for the donation, man. He said, we need more shots. Kuzma needed more shots. Kuzma didn't get to play a lot in the second half, man. He was out for a while after, starting. He played for a little bit in that third quarter, and then he was out for the majority part of the game till like the 4-minute mark. So I thought he was good defensively. Offensively, he didn't really make his mark this game. But that's okay. He said Caruso played only 18 minutes, but plus 14. He said KCP 31 minutes and -2. Why not give more minutes to AC than KCP? Make KCP earn those minutes. I agree with you. Sometimes that is required from coach, but I feel like coach is just trying to build KCP back up. He's been struggling lately, so he's trying to stick by his vet. He said, Dan, the good thing is that we always find a way to another win. Yeah, the only thing, Mario, is that this is a lower quality team. This is a rebuilding team, and they're missing a lot of young studs like D'Angelo and Jarrett Culver. So they're missing some pieces. It shouldn't be this close. But again, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the Lakers and the coaching staff because they're learning on the fly. They haven't practiced much this season, according to reports. So, that's interesting to me, that the fact that they're playing this way and, without practice, they're still finding ways to win, which obviously is the mark of a championship team. Hey, Denver Nuggets, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, DTLF? Loving your new track satellite banger. He said, my boy, congrats. As far as the Lakers, I thought this was one of Mark's better games. Good point. I forgot to mention him. As the Lakers, praying for Anthony Davis, Ed Davis wouldn't be a bad signing. Much love. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I actually like Ed Davis as a role player, but if better players become available, I'm leaning towards that. And you're right. Marc Gasol was elite. Well, I wouldn't say elite, but he was very efficient from beyond the arc. He knocked down some clutch threes. And I thought defensively he was okay tonight. He definitely did a decent job on Karl Towns. Obviously, he didn't guard him every single possession, but I think they did an excellent job. Let's go look at what we held Karl Towns, who's an elite all-star player. Let's see. We held Karl Towns to, drum roll, 15 points. There you go. We held him down to 15 points. Now, part of that is because he didn't take too many shots per se, but that also has to do with the defense. Now, he had 7 for 10, so he was shooting efficiently, but I think our defense forced him to give up the ball. If he only had 10 shots in the game, I think it was a good job all the way around. That was the key to tonight's win. Now, Edwards, as a result, got more shots, and he had a huge game. But again, I told you guys, I thought he was a safe pick in the draft, and he's a very solid player. I think he's going to be good. He might be one of these players that blooms later on in his career, but I like the kid. I still think LaMelo's going to have a better career, but who knows? I could be wrong. And we'll see. He said, DTLF, we don't need a big. No, he said, if we don't get a big, do you think we still have a good shot at a championship? Of course. Anytime we have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, hopefully when healthy, you have a shot. You definitely have a shot. But, not getting a big man, whether it be Blake or Andre Drummond or maybe a different combination of big men, could definitely be it could hamper us in our run. And you never know. You never want to leave it up to chance, right? So I would love for us to go ahead and solidify the team with another big man for sure. Lake Show, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the donations today, by the way. I still remember your 25-piece. Thank you. He said, Dan, Schroeder had an amazing night, but it's hard to see the floor with both him and Braun on the bench. He said, I think Schroeder has to come off the bench. I don't disagree with you. I'd be okay with that. Whatever's better for the team, bro. I completely understand if he did come off the bench, but when he kills like tonight, I thought he had a couple of really good defensive possessions where he took on the challenge. Now Edwards was, screening them off and still scoring. He was doing a great job coming off the screen, putting his head down, attacking the basket, and just knocking down shots coming off those screens as well. But Dennis, he's a feisty guard, and he's somebody who gets up in their face, and he's somebody who takes the challenge. I like it. Sometimes Kuz wanted to switch and get Edwards, and Dennis would pretty much almost like wave him off with his body language and lock down. So I think, again, I like that feistiness on the defensive end. And you see when he uses his change of pace and stays aggressive for the majority part of the game, this is what he's capable of. But again, he's yet another player who's taking the backseat to AD and LeBron. As a result, his numbers are going to suffer. You kind of get a glimpse of what he could be if he was more aggressive and had more shots during the course of a game. But everybody sacrifices here in order to win a championship. And I think Dennis has also sacrificed offensive stats in order to get less touches, to get more touches to LeBron and AD. But, there's times when I wish he was more aggressive. Like tonight was perfect. Tonight he put the pressure on the defense. He kept them on their toes. He was slicing and dicing them. And that's exactly what I want to see from him consistently. He said, Coach has to make minutes off the bench. He said he's playing too comfortable as a starter. Oh, I'm sorry. KCP should earn his minutes off the bench. Sometimes I read two different comments, and like as the comment section moves up, I like mix it with the next comment. So my bad. But yeah, you're right. KCP hasn't been good. If he continues like this, then maybe Coach makes a little roster adjustment. I would love to see Alex Caruso out there. I think anytime he's on the floor, great things happen for the Lakers on both ends of the floor. And I absolutely love that play when LeBron turned the ball over. It was a telegraph pass. They jumped the passing lane, got it in transition. He thought he had a layup, but Alex Caruso is sneaky athletic, He's the white boy that people don't think can jump, and he could definitely jump. He got hops, man. He got athleticism. I like the way he timed that all the way, and bam, he had a signature LeBron-type block, and it was beautiful to watch, man. I love that type of effort, and, it's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm blocking you just based on your name, dude, with your burner account. Get out of here. Get out of here, burner. He said, Clippers are a joke. Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about the Clippers. They just want attention. They don't have their own fan channel. I guess I figured it's not a big enough fan base. They wouldn't get much subscribers. So all good. He said, why few shots for Kuzma? He wasn't feeling it tonight. Sometimes it's him. He needs to be aggressive. I feel like tonight he let the game come to him, and unfortunately the shots weren't falling. So he had a couple of good attacks to the basket. I thought he had a nice little dish to LeBron. Defensively, he did his thing, but he didn't get too many minutes either. To be fair, they were split amongst Wesley Matthews and Markieff as well. So that could definitely take you out of rhythm. But I think he did a decent job tonight. But again, the players of the game were LeBron James, Dennis Schroeder, and Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl's heart, man. He wears that thing on his sleeve, and it's beautiful to watch. This man wears it on his sleeve, and it's beautiful to watch. The way he plays hard every single possession. If every Laker player played like that, nobody would stand a chance. We do have players that take possessions off. Dennis is one of them. Obviously, LeBron because of his age. It's another one. Anthony Davis, when he was healthy, he took plays off because of his injury. And, we have players that take plays off, but there's one player on this team that for sure plays hard every single possession. That's Montrezl Harrell. And sometimes his energy becomes infectious, and then everybody else starts hustling and playing good. And, when you get a stop on the defensive end, it gets you going to the other end. You end up getting easy transition buckets, wide open threes and stuff like that. And it gets the momentum going back on your side. So he's a key part of our team, and I can't wait to see what he does in the playoffs. I feel like his energy is just going to spark the Lakers past any opponent off the bench. And tonight, Stu mentioned we were struggling scoring, and then he got us going defensively and offensively and crashing the glass on the offensive end. It's just the impact he does. He got timely buckets. He has timely rebounds, just timely hustle plays that just sometimes discourage the opposition. Like they were slashing, and then Trez just came out of like nowhere and just swatted him, man. He got hops. This man is explosive. I love it. I love it. He said the flipper trolls need to get a life and stop trolling my boy DTLF. Funny thing, bro, is that they don't know they're trolling themselves. I get paid just by you clicking on my channel. So whether you like me or not, I get paid. You're trolling yourself. You give me the power over you, man. I like to be a dictator, but you're going to make me be a dictator when you come on here and you say dumb stuff, So that's what I do. I hit that block button and it empowers me, man. I feel extra special when I do that. So it is what it is. Young Elder, appreciate you, bro. He said, we need help at the 2-guard position. Not getting any points from that position. Interesting. I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with you on that. I think we're getting plenty of points from the 2 guard position, bro. And we also have wings who could slide down to the 2. Like Kuz could play some 2 from time to time if we really needed that. Caruso knocks down his shots. Wesley Matthews has been knocking down his shots. KCP, when he comes back, I don't think we need another 2 guard. Who would you trade? That's the real question. You know, who would you trade to get that 2 guard that you desire? And what would be the 2 guard you would pursue? I don't think we need anything other than a big man, either a power forward or a center, somebody, but preferably a center. He said Kuzma felt the pressure. It will take him time to adjust as a starter for a decent amount of games. I thought he was okay, man, especially defensively. I thought he was excellent defensively. He had another nice block. He moves his feet really well. He doesn't bite on the pump fakes like he used to. He said YouTube should compensate you on the flipper profiles you block. For reals, huh? YouTube should compensate me just for even mentioning any or even reading any of their low IQ comments. But it's all good, man. It's all love. He says Zach LaVine. But again, bro, is he even on the trading block right now? He's killing, by the way. I would love him. But who you giving up for him, man? Say, hey, Dan, what happened to THT tonight? Didn't get much minutes. He was struggling. And to be fair, coach has done a good job of, if it's not your night, your minutes are going to somebody else. I'll be, fair. Coach has been fair. And when Wesley was struggling, THT got the minutes. When he balled out, he got most of those minutes. Now he struggled tonight. Guess who got the minutes? Markieff and West. That's actually the mark of a good coach, and he wasn't doing that last year early on. But I feel like during the playoffs, he kind of learned how to do that and adjust. Remember, when JaVale McGee wasn't effective, he didn't play many games in the playoffs. Same thing with Dwight. When he wasn't effective in a series, he didn't play. But then when we needed him for certain series, like versus Joker in the Nuggets, or when we needed him in the finals, he got like a major bulk of minutes. I like coaches who can adjust on the fly. And I feel like Frank early in the season last year wasn't doing that, and I was being critical of him. This year he's doing it, and I appreciate him for it. THC didn't have a good game tonight. I don't think he was aggressive enough. He looked complacent. He settled for like a step back 3, and I think that was like one of the only shots he took, and then he turned the ball over. So he looked a bit complacent. It's a good way to send a message to your team. Hey, you guys got to stay consistent, especially the young player. Got to stay consistent. If not, you won't get to play. Next time, I'm sure THC will be a lot more aggressive and look to impact the game. I love the kid's talent. He's going to make mistakes along the way, but it's all part of the learning curve. You got to know that when you play well, you will get rewarded. And when you don't, unfortunately, there's other talented players that will play well and will help our team win. Markieff was excellent tonight, knocking down threes and playing solid defense. My man said, if the Lakers can get Blake Griffin, I think that would be huge, even if the Lakers don't get a big name in the buyout. Just having Blake Griffin or any center that can protect the paint will be huge for LA. I agree with you. By the way, I still seem to believe that Blake Griffin is actually a big name. I think, if he gets bought out, a lot of teams are going to – I don't think many teams are fooled by the fact that he's not having a good season in Detroit. Simple. He just doesn't want to be there. He's not going to risk his career to play for a franchise that just likes to sell tickets. They're not trying to compete. They're not trying to rebuild. They're just trying to sell tickets. That's the only reason they traded for Blake Griffin. They thought he was going to be box office and all this and that. And even if they don't make the playoffs, at least they'll get a couple of highlight plays and get some, butts in the seat. But now that with COVID, they don't need to sell tickets. So they're looking to get rid of them now, And that's unfortunate. I don't like franchises that do that. It is what it is, man. He said Blake not getting bought out till after the trade deadline, and they aren't trading for him. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know that it might be close because they're sitting him out already. Same thing with Drummond. I don't see why they would sit him out early unless obviously they are tanking. So that is a good reason. But other than that, they're sitting him already. It could be a matter of a couple of days or weeks before he gets, they deal with those players. Either deal them away, which I doubt, or, find some sort of buyout option. But those players are going to have to give back money from their respective contracts to make that happen. You say, Bron works great with the supporting cast like this. Oh, yeah, man. LeBron James is the MVP, no doubt about it. At his age, man, dominating these Timber puppies like the way he did tonight, that was excellent. And by the way, how disrespectful is it of the Timberwolves? This is just my opinion. I may be wrong, but they got the Minneapolis championship banner hanging. those championship banners come with us because we're that franchise. The Timberwolves are no longer that same franchise. So I think that's a bit disrespectful, and I think they're reaching, man, because they don't have any championships. Like show, man, you really you out here Santa Clausing for me today, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said, put me in the front line to chant, represent, and defend our squad, and put me on the front line to deal with the media and the haters. I got you, Dan. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, brother. I don't know what you mean by the front line, but I'm glad to know you have our back, man. That's what's up. And I do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the donations. He said, hey, Dan, we keep forgetting that THC is young, but he will get faster and bigger. It's scary for the rest. THC, 20 pounds of muscle. Try to stop that. Oh, I don't forget at all. That's part of the reason why I'm super hyped about him, his age. But yeah, he shows a lot of potential. Him having one bad game doesn't discourage me. He's young. And I do like that coach is trying to teach him, though. That's dope. He said, do you like Dennis Schroeder? I like him. Unfortunately, Lauren, he's not consistent, though. I'm not sure if he's going to be a long-term solution. But I do like the fact that he's feisty on the defensive end. And when he shows up offensively, he has another dimension to this team. So I do like that. How about Ian Mahimi to the Lakers? I wouldn't mind him. I don't know exactly where he's at right now, but I would not mind him. Juan, what's up, Juan? He said, Dan, your new song, Satellite, is fire. Congrats on your song. He said, you should make an album. All the songs that you have done for our bangers of songs. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate you, bro. I actually am working on a mixtape. Now, those tracks that I've done are just side projects, so I don't take them serious. I can't promote them. People that get paid are actually the owners of those beats. Now, I actually have bought beats that I'm going to monetize and really work on with music videos and everything. So entertainment purposes wise, stay tuned, bro. If you like these tracks, wait till you hear the ones where I put 150% effort into. It's going to be a different level. But I do appreciate the encouragement, man. This track only took me like a week to finish, from start to finish, write, compose, edit, and all that. Now, I hear some mistakes here and there that I probably shouldn't have released it right now. But man, I just wanted to put out something. It's been a while since I put out something music-wise. Now on my laptop, I got tons of stuff that I think are going to be like hit type material that I haven't released, but got to plan, strategize, and do everything properly. Thanks for the support, though, man. I do appreciate that. Do you think that we should give Quinn Cook minutes or release him? Geez, that's a good question. I like Quinn Cook as a person, man. He's been a Laker fan. Quinn Cook is really nice. He's a nice young player. Well, not too young, but he's a nice player. He's a veteran. He's somebody who can knock down shots if necessary. Problem with Quinn Cook is I don't feel that we need him. I feel like Quinn Cook, we got too many guards. We got plenty of point guards. We got plenty of shooting guards. We got too many guards. We don't need them. So, yeah, I would probably waive him, unfortunately. I hate to say it because I like the kid a lot. But I really probably would waive him, for reals. And to my boy right here who asked me when the trade deadline is, it is March 25th. I Googled it while I was answering the other questions. So if I seemed a little off, my bad. But I try to multitask. I'm not good at it. He said, I missed the pick and roll lobs with LeBron. That's what Rondo was for. Rondo was definitely throwing them pick and roll lobs. He specializes in that area for sure. He said, we need him for chemistry, bro. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't say need, but it's nice to have that good chemistry. He's friends with AD and Bron. So, yeah, it is good. But we'll see. Again, I'm not saying we should cut him, but if I had the choice and there was somebody else available right now to play, then I probably would consider cutting him for reals. My boy said, what I meant by frontline is being out there while social distancing and using my voice. Oh, I see you, bro. I see you. For sure, man. You never know. Maybe at some point we can make that happen. But for now, yeah, we got to continue social distance, bro. But you always have a voice right here, man. I always let it be heard right here. So any comment you got to say, anything. I will be opening up the phone lines real soon. So stay tuned for that. Just fixing up a couple of things. But yeah, I'll probably be opening up the phone line sometime this week. And then you guys definitely going to have a voice and be able to speak and communicate, man. Anything you got to say, we'll be here. I know the trolls are going to be calling in, but again, they're making me money anytime they click here. So we got to weather the storm. And I'm right here, man, with my backhand. I'm ready. I'm ready for the trolls. My guy said, "Hey DTLF, I'm new to your channel. I love your knowledge of the game. I'm from Oakland, California." Hey, Oakland in the house. Okay. He said, "Watching you live in Iraq. That's what's up." He said, "Where I'm stationed. I hope one day Damian Lillard goes to the Lakers. Dame is my favorite point guard." Man, hey man, thank you so much, Jarhead, for your support, brother. We appreciate you, man. Much love out there to all the troops, man. Hopefully you guys come home real soon. Much love from the bottom of our hearts, man. From Laker Nation, we reciprocate the same love you showing to my channel right back. As far as Damian Lillard, man, I wouldn't hold my breath. Apparently, he doesn't like super teams, and I'm not sure if you can consider us a super team yet. However, if you add Damian Lillard, yeah, that's going to be a super team, bro. So I don't see that happening unless he changes his stance and he requests a trade specifically to the Lakers. I've always been a Lillard fan as well, so I understand where you're coming from. But yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath too much for that one. I can't foresee him being a Laker anytime soon. Maybe at the end of his career on his final contract, but yeah. He said Dwayne Dedmon was recently waived by the Detroit Pistons. So any deal he signs will be a veteran minimum deal, making him a perfect Lakers target. I wouldn't mind Dwayne. I just think there's going to be better options. If we can have Drummond over Dwayne, come on. I'm taking Drummond all day, bro. So I think Rob's going to stay patient. I think Rob is going to stay patient. My man Logan Hermer said we're a super team. Well, last I checked, 1-2 punch doesn't make a super team. Super team is 3 superstars and more. Last I checked, we don't have that. So to each his own. If you feel like we're a super team, that's only compliments of how great we are. We put the fear of a super team on a good team. So that's good. I'm sure you're a fan of another team if you think that. As Laker fans, we've seen super teams, and this ain't one. This ain't one. He said good win, but got to play defense versus the Nets. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, I got the dentist tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to that. But I just want to, leapfrog the dentist and get to Thursday, man. I can't wait for that game. Now, I know we're undermanned, but all I want to see from the Lakers is a fight. If we can be in the game, whether we win or we lose, I'm going to be proud because it's 1-on-3. It's LeBron versus 3. Now, that is a super team. The Brooklyn Nets are a super team. However, that doesn't mean that they're the better team because just because you have a super team, doesn't mean you're the better team. They're lacking a lot of depth. They did add Roberson. That is going to help them a little bit. But at the end of the day, we're talking super teams. They got 3 superstars. That's exactly what a super team is. That's the definition. He said, I'm excited. That's Lakers. Me too, bro. I can't wait for that. Y'all know I'm coming with that pregame. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to open up the phone lines for that game for pre and post game. So make sure you guys tune in, man. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm going to set it up. For those of you that are new, thank you for subscribing. Make sure y'all keep it locked. Hit that post notification bell because it's going to be a setup, man. And I can't wait to answer your guys' calls and talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Also, we're going to talk about who you guys want on the team and why. And any sort of future topic of conversation, we're going to have it over the phone and the comment section. So I'll do like one day phone conversations. The next video, it'll be pure comment section. So it'll be fun. He said, Dan, as much as I love Shaq his playing days, I can't stand him when he's not. He said his in-game inputs is garbage. Shaq is somewhat of a bully. He admitted it himself. He used to be a bully and through his school years. I feel like he was a bully in his early NBA years, and now he's being a bully on TNT inside the NBA. He always going after people's money. Like, he said Rudy Gobert basically calling him a role player and saying basically he shouldn't get paid that much money. I know he retracted that and said to all the young kids, if you work hard, you don't have to put up superstar numbers to make money. That wasn't his intention. Be real. Shaq's intention is always to put down any big man that doesn't measure up to him. It's almost like a friendly reminder. Hey, I was the most dominant big man of all time, and nobody deserves to be in my conversation. It's like, bro, be humble about it. We got you, man. We know what Shaq was. We'll never disrespect Shaq, the player, but Shaq, the analyst. I mean, you pretty much said it. He needs to educate himself a little bit more. The game has changed. It's not about 34 and 20 anymore. Now big man. You can win a championship with a big man like Dwight, who's a role player, or like JaVale. You can win championships with those guys. It's really the other positions that matter the most. Now, you still need a big man, a serviceable one, to make it to the finals and do work. But, yeah, man, all that bullying got to stop. My man Jarhead said, Lakers winning the chip. It looks bumpy now, but they will get better. Lakers are the best franchise. Absolutely, bro. Best franchise, best fans. and it's all love, man. He said, Dan, hope you bring out that lucky jacket on Thursday. You guys want that? You guys want the lucky jacket? I was saving it for the playoffs because that's how much I believe in the Lakers. But if y'all want me to wear out some of that luck and during the regular season, man, just drop it in the comment section. I got you guys, man. I got you guys. My man said, DTLF, keep the back of your troll hand strong. I got it, bro. It's got all kinds of like how do they say that? When you start building calluses right here, I got the backhand calluses, bro, from all the Clipper fans I've been smacking this season. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to look like a fist back here, man. I got it ready, man. It's prepared, bro. I look like E Honda from Street Fighter, old school reference. I'm ready, bro. But I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. Is it Dan? What's with all the turnovers? The Lakers are bottom 5 in the league in turnover rate. I'll tell you what it is. We've been sloppy. Part of it is due to the fact we're not practicing early this season due to the quick schedule turnaround. And the other part is due to the fact that we have players that commit turnovers. So they risk passes and stuff. When you have great players, it don't come without risking plays. LeBron James commits turnovers. Anthony Davis commits turnovers. Even Dennis commits turnovers. So, it comes with the territory. But we also the most efficient offensive team. I think we have the best shooting team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. We're one of the best defensive teams. So you got to take the good with the bad, man. You can't have your cake and eat it too. But yeah, I would like for us to clean up a little bit, just a little bit. And if we could do that, good money. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Like I said, make sure you guys stay tuned. The phone lines are opening up next video. So I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait to have these conversations with you guys over voice communication. So it should be fun. Make sure you guys keep it locked right here for all things Lakers and more. And thank you guys for the support on the track. If you guys haven't heard it, please go at least smash the like button. Even if my voice annoys you, whatever, go smash the like button. Not everybody likes auto-tune, so I get that. Not everybody likes rap, so I get that. But y'all be showing me tremendous support. Even if you mute it, man, just smash that like button because there's people out there that actually do like the track and they haven't heard it yet. So it would help. It would truly help. So thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. Have a great night, man. Much love, Laker Nation. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.